Welcome. I am Aegis X. You know, after a cyber attack, what's left behind is usually just chaos, a massive storm of fragmented digital data. Today, we're exploring Xplico, a tool that's specifically designed to find the clear, coherent story hidden inside all that noise.
Think about it. A security breach happens. Your first priority, of course, is to stop the bleeding, contain the threat. But once the immediate danger is over, this critical question hangs in the air. What actually happened? How do you piece together the full narrative from all those digital fragments left behind?
To answer that, here's how we're going to break it down. We'll start at the digital crime scene. Then, I'll introduce you to our detective for the day, Xplico. We'll see how it reconstructs evidence, look at where it's used out in the field, and finally, think about what the future holds for this kind of forensic work. So, our investigation begins right at the crime scene. And in our case, the crime scene is the network itself. Every single action, no matter how small, leaves some kind of digital trace. The real challenge is finding those clues and then being able to interpret them correctly. At the heart of it all is this invisible, torrential flood of data packets. They're carrying everything from simple web requests to your most sensitive files, and yeah, hidden threats too. You can think of each individual packet as a single word. By itself, it's just noise. But when you put them all together in the right order, that's when you get the complete story.
Okay, so how in the world do you read that hidden story? Well, you need a specialized detective. And that brings us to Xplico.
Xplico is a real specialist. It's an open-source network forensics analysis tool, or NF8. Its whole job is to take that jumbled, chaotic conversation of raw network traffic and actually decode it. It focuses on what's called the application layer, which is just a fancy way of saying it looks at the data that's meaningful to us humans. It's not just looking at the address on an envelope. It's opening the letter to read the message, view the attachments, and see the actual web pages inside. Now, this is a really crucial distinction. A firewall or an IDS acts like a guard at the gate, right? It's focused on prevention. Xplico is completely different. It's the investigator who arrives after the event. Its purpose isn't to stop an attack, but to meticulously reconstruct what already happened, to answer the what, when, and how. So what does this reconstruction actually look like in practice? Let's dive into the specific kinds of evidence Xplico can pull from the digital ether. It's honestly incredible what it can piece together from a single traffic capture file. We're talking about rebuilding entire emails, attachments and all. It can reconstruct web browsing sessions, showing you exactly which sites were visited and what files were downloaded. It can even extract the audio from voice-over IP calls, and if the traffic isn't encrypted, it can identify user credentials. Basically, any file, documents, images, even programs that was transferred across the network can potentially be extracted, perfectly intact. And the actual workflow is elegantly simple. First, an investigator captures the raw network traffic into what's called a PCAP file. Then you just upload that file to Xplico. It takes it from there, automatically analyzing the data, sorting it all into logical sessions, and then presenting all the reconstructed evidence in a clean, simple web interface. That's it. Capture, upload, analyze, reconstruct.
Okay, theory is one thing, but how is this tool actually used out there in the real world? Let's see where it makes a difference.
This comparison is so important to understand. An intrusion detection system, your IDS, is like your real-time alarm system. It alerts you that something bad is happening right now. It's all about prevention. Xplico is the analyst that comes in after the fact to tell you exactly what happened. One is for prevention, the other is for reconstruction. And for a truly complete security posture, you absolutely need both. Because of what it does, this tool has a ton of different applications. Incident response teams use it to see exactly what data was stolen in a breach. Law enforcement uses its findings to build criminal cases. Security researchers use it for deep dive analysis of malware behavior. And it's an absolutely fantastic tool for cybersecurity students who need that hands-on learning experience.
And what's really crucial is that Xplico is open source. This builds a huge amount of trust. The code is transparent, there are no hidden black boxes, anyone can look at it. This also means it can be extended and improved by the community, which helps it adapt really quickly to new protocols and emerging threats. It's all about fostering a collaborative approach to investigation.
All right, let's look ahead for a moment. The world of cybersecurity is never static. As threats get more and more sophisticated, the tools we use to investigate them have to evolve right alongside them. Now, we also have to be realistic and acknowledge the challenges. The biggest one by far is encryption. While it's essential for our privacy, it creates huge blind spots for investigators. Xplico can still analyze the metadata of encrypted traffic, So who is talking to whom? But it can't see the actual content. And on top of that, analyzing massive traffic captures requires a significant amount of processing power. But despite these challenges, the need for this kind of post-incident visibility is only growing. A robust defense isn't just about building higher walls anymore. It's about understanding exactly how those walls were breached in the first place. This forensic intelligence is the blueprint for building stronger, more resilient defenses for the future.
So, I'll leave you with this thought. The data's out there, the stories of attacks, of intrusions, of data exfiltration, they're being written in the bits and bytes flowing through our networks every single moment. The real question is, are we prepared to listen to what they're telling us?